Good evening, everybody. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic, and I'm hanging out with just my subscribers tonight. You can watch even if you don't subscribe, but subscribers are going to be able to chat with me. It is nice to see you there. After about 4 minutes of a lighting issue, I was able to come live. Believe it or not, there is a little bit of pre-production that goes into this stuff. If the lights aren't right, it ain't right. And then it'll be hard to look at. One of the biggest things that I watch when I watch other people's live videos is their lighting. And if the lighting is bad or the audio is bad, you're just not going to have a good time. So I always have to make sure that we are going to have a good time. And that means that the lighting is correct and that the audio is good, right? What's up, everybody? How are you? It's nice to see you there. SGC in the house. What's up, Phoenix? How are you? Laura Marie. Nice to see you there. Melissa, nice to see you there. I like seeing all of your smiling faces. It's so nice. Canada in the house. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Very good. Nice to see you there. Zuzu LaRue, I'm supposed to tell you that your subscription is going to expire soon. I appreciate all the support you've given me so far. I appreciate you. So if you're new here, please do me a favor. Say hello. If you just subscribed in the last 24 hours, write 24 in there just so I know you're new. Basically, what we're going to do is a smaller version of what we did last night. I'm going to tune in and see who's out there. If you're just watching this and not a subscriber, that's okay. You can always subscribe during the session. That is up to you. S. Burks is 24. She's in. Hi, Amy, 24. Nice to see you there. Natasha, 24. You're new here. Nice and welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. Davis 403, samesies last names. What's up? How are you? Look, it even says it on my proton pack. Davis. Good evening, Tiffany. How are you? I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get tuned in. And while I have you here, just so you know, tomorrow evening for our subscriber-only chat, which I have promised to do for 5 days straight, since we absolutely crushed the goal that I set, we are going to do tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, subscriber-only chat, okay? That's really important because I want to make sure that everybody gets... Thanks, Baxley Bop, for sharing. I appreciate you. And thank you, Stephanie. It's nice to see you there. Thank you so much. Yeah, basically, tonight is going to be some mediumship. Tomorrow I am going to do, let's see. Tomorrow I think I'll do tarot card readings from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you'd like to be here for that, if you're a subscriber, you can do that. And it'll be a lot of fun. I have my tarot card set up tonight just in case anything comes out. So we have that. Ooh, man, that's not a great card to start off with. So... Hi there, Karen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello from New York. How are you? It's nice to see you there. I had a lot of fun last night. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you all and doing mediumship for those 2 hours. It was a good time. We had a lot of interesting folks come through. The one that I went upstairs and talked to my wife about was the one about, if you were here or if you missed it, you can always go to my YouTube and subscribe there and watch. The replay is up there. It's available. It's TikTok Talk episode 20. At the very end, there was somebody who came through and they were showing me Logan and a freak accident and a neck injury. And somebody was telling me that they are from the town Logan and a young boy was unalived through a unfortunate freak accident where his neck was injured severely. So that one was really interesting to me. Hey, Semper Fi, rah. Oh, yep, my peppermint oil is on. As long as you're here with the SGC, you can buy peppermint oil. If you get a tiny bottle, it's probably only about $4 or $5. But I tend to use a lot of it, so I get this big 4-ounce bottle for like $15 from Amazon. It's really great. And I just put it on my hands. It helps open up everything. Thank you, Carly's. All right, how about we get this party started, huh? I'm going to try to get through a couple of these tonight. To those folks on the other side, my name is Scott. We have your friends and family here, and they would really like for you to come through and speak. You have the option of bringing forward anything that you'd like to help confirm who you are, identify yourself. First off, I've been opening up myself to animals a little more, so I just want to let you know that there is I think what is either a pug or a French bulldog. It's that kind of dog. It has a smushy face. It's all gray with a very black kind of face. It's pretty small. It's probably only about 20 pounds. And there's two of them together. It feels like a male and a female. So if you had like two little French bulldogs or two little pugs or something, and they passed away, they're together. Just so you know, it's a boy and a girl one, and they're just hanging out together. Okay. So, as we go along, if you understand who I'm talking about, just as far as a person or an animal, just let me know. Just write mine in capital letters, and I will address you, and we'll go from there. Okay. Thanks for all the follows, everybody. If you're not a part of the SGC, that's okay. Just do me a favor, like, follow, and share. That's all good. Hey, John. Joni, how are you? Dawn, nice to see you there. How are you? Dawn, I saw your message on Instagram, and I will be writing back to you. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to talk to you. I had a very busy day today, but I will talk to you about that, what you sent to me. Okay, here we go. So first off, I have the male stepping forward. He's using the name Don or Donald, so I'm going to write this down. Don or Donald. Okay. He's making me feel very lightheaded or dizzy, which is usually a sign of being intoxicated or heavily medicated during passing. Okay. For some reason, as he started to push through, my ears started to hurt, which seems to be something that I should pay attention to. Okay. Ears, jaw, eyes. Okay, so there's a lot of pain on my all up here. It's just a lot of like congestive kind of pain. So let me see what he has to say. He's saying that he had a brain tumor that just would not quit. And he was highly, not intoxicated, but highly medicated during his passing. So this gentleman's name is Don. Don or Donald is the name he's using. He's during his passing, he was very heavily medicated, and he's telling me that he had a brain tumor, and it was causing a lot of pain in his jaw and his sinuses and all these other places. I don't have an age for him, unfortunately. He's not stepping forward to show me how old he is. He's just talking to me about his symptoms. He's very happy. He's smiling. Let me see what else he has to say. He's telling me that he would drive for a living. He was often behind the wheel of a vehicle. So I don't know if that makes him a truck driver or a cab driver or something to that effect. I hear loud noises with this, so I think he's like some sort of truck driver. Hey, Shay Smalls, how are you? I'm glad that you came up. I didn't send out a blast today. I was unfortunately a little too busy. So this gentleman, Don or Donald is the name he's using. Brain tumor. A garbage can consultant? Sure, we can call it that. He's definitely behind the wheel, often driving a lot, putting on a lot of miles. He has a brain tumor or some other form of cancer that was in his head that was causing a lot of congestion and pain. He was heavily medicated at the time of his passing, and the way he put it was that it just wouldn't quit. So it was something that he obviously could not overcome, and he passed from. So if you're watching this and you're not, I don't know where he's from. He's not giving me an indication. If you're understanding this stuff, Ab, just let me know. We can talk about it. It's totally cool. That's why we're here. And he's telling me to talk about like maybe could be Ron. So what I do here is I always tell you up front. I'll get somebody's shoe size before I'll get their name, but I will always get how they passed, most likely what they did for a living, and generally they give me an idea of what they look like. Unfortunately, he's not stepping forward to talk about that, but he's telling me about the brain issue, either cancer or a tumor or something inside of his head that swelled up, made him in a lot of pain. He took a lot of medication until he passed from that, and that he was behind the wheel of a vehicle often. You had a grandpa Don that was a truck driver. So was he? Do you know if he passed from some sort of brain tumor or cancer up here in this general region? That's very important. So being an evidentiary medium means that I listen to what they have to tell me, and then I let them give me the information, and it's up to us to decide who it is. So that's really important just to keep in mind, okay? Thanks for all the new follows, everybody. I appreciate you. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic, and I'm just doing spirit-led mediumship right now. The subscriber-only chats are on right now, and they will be for the next 5 days. Hey there, Bets. So this will also be available on YouTube. Did he have any kind of sinus infections? Because he's really harping on the fact that there was a lot of issues with his brain, so it may not be for you. Oh, thanks for I don't know what that is, a sombrero? Thank you. Yo, Scotty, what's up? Okay, so you can always go onto YouTube and rewatch this if you're unsure, and show your relatives or your friends to see who it might be, okay? And if you're not in the SGC and this person is for you, just let me know in the YouTube, okay? You can always go over there and check it out. What's up? How are you? Nice to see you. Beat me up, Scotty. You got it, Brian. Okay. Let's see who else we got here, okay? Well, keep in mind, sometimes several people will come through at the same time from the same family. And I say that only because I feel like there's somebody else that might be coming through with this person. As I closed my eyes, I didn't have a time to disconnect and reconnect. This is just something that came right through. I have a male on a fishing boat. I'm not good at like the sizes of boats. I guess like a 8 to 12 foot boat. It's not like a huge one, but it's definitely something that's big enough you can go fishing on. He's holding big fish. He is a bigger sized gentleman. He has gray curly hair that's back, like kind of like he would like let it go and it get curly in the back, and it's salt and pepper colored. He has this gold chain on. He seems very nice. This person to me feels like he's from somewhere like North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, somewhere on the East Coast there. And he is indicating to me that I should talk about a surgery that he had in his abdomen. And he's like telling me that just recently his ashes were spread out at sea. He's like, just tell them that they did the right thing. They just put my ashes out in the ocean. So if you understand who this is, please let me know. Just write mine here, and I'll be happy to connect with you. That Italian nurse says, mine did. So write mine if you know who this is. So it's a gentleman. He's talking about a surgery that he had here in his abdomen prior to passing. He's probably about 55 to 60 years old. He has salt and pepper gray hair that's kind of like curly and grows back a little bit. Spent a lot of time on a fishing boat, like fun fishing it feels like, but big kinds of fish. He is wearing like a gold chain, and he just recently had his remains spread out into the ocean. So if you know who that is, just write mine, and we'll see what other information that he may have to come through and give us, okay? Oh, you like the TikTok about the EMS? My daughter sent that to me, and I thought it was really fantastic. It was really pretty interesting that she sent that to me. I thought it was pretty funny. Those EMS workers, they work really hard, and they get burned out, and they do some funny stuff. So nobody's going to be able to claim that. So if you are not in the SGC, if you're not in the subscriber comments, that's okay. Just know that you can always go on YouTube and claim mine later. So my YouTube is still as follows, Scotty the Medium. Okay? Thanks, Chris. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. If you're in the SGC, do me a favor. Write the first name of anybody that you would like me to connect to. Just the first name. And I will see what stands out and see who may want to come through and talk, okay? And because there seems to be a lot of people here that can't comment. Hey, Tiff, how are you? There we go. I knew you guys would do the right thing. Okay. So we'll see if any of these folks want to come through. First off, Melissa, I'll tell you right now that Wally is always around. Even like when we do our big ones, he's always like, Jesus Christ, tell her to relax. I'll talk to her when I can talk to her. And he says that he's like, I hope everything is going well. And you should stop. I guess you've been yelling at him, Melissa. Have you been saying something really loud at him? Just so you know, he's hearing you loud and clear. It's funny, some of the people that come through often, I just feel like they're always with me. So Wally's one of those really great people that do come through that way. So there's a younger fella coming through named Brian. He's crying. Brian, younger male. He is approximately 25 to 30. He is indicating to me that he unalived himself. He's saying like, I'm sorry, Mom. And he's got a bunch of pills, drugs. If you know Brian, he passed by his own hand, took a lot of drugs, but I don't think that was the actual ultimate end. I think there's something he did further that ended up being how he ended up passing. He's like, I'm sorry I made you wait. And if Brian isn't the right name, just come with me on this journey. Male, 25 to 30 years old. He's telling me that he had a very difficult time in college. He may have even left with a tremendous amount of debt. Was unable to get further in his life. He's talking to me about a very toxic relationship with a young woman. He's talking to me about a drug dependency issue that he gathered along with some alcoholism. And then he's telling me about the end of his life, and it feels like it happened in your house. So if the name isn't Brian, just let me know if you say mine. This is important. Because he's very sorry. He's like, tell them I'm sorry. Bobby could be it. It was a B name that I hear. So again, we don't want to give the story to anybody that it doesn't. We don't want to make it fit. I'm just giving you the facts of what this young man is telling me, and if you understand that, say, okay. So Carrie says Brian, everything is right but the ages. So How old? So Carrie Bossy, how old was Brian when he passed, and why would I feel like he is younger than what he is showing me? Because sometimes spirits do that. They will look younger or older depending on how they want to present to me. So that's really important for Carrie to let me know what that's about. He was 50. Okay. So the name and everything but the age lined up. So that's really good. Sometimes they will look a little bit younger to me than they do. I like that little jazz. That is a cool name. We'll see what they have to say, okay? Sand to Spurs, he did not give me a name, no. Okay, so Carrie, let me see what this gentleman Brian has to say. So I want to make sure that I get all the messages through just like we're supposed to. Brian on the other side, the gentleman who's just talking to me. Can you just talk to me a little bit and tell me what it is that because I saw you, so you gave me that good info. So this is really important coming from this gentleman. Although he shows me younger, maybe this is when the time in his life when things went wrong. Around that time when things started to skew off and eventually cascaded into his 50s there. But he's really apologetic and he is very teary-eyed. He's very emotional. It's very important that like I don't know if his mom is still alive, but he's like I'm like sorry. Like he's saying he's sorry over and over again to his mom. So Carrie, who is this gentleman to you? Strawberry Teapot, what's up? Jeremy using my mask. What's up? My only brother. Okay. So this gentleman is doing well on the other side. He's just very apologetic, and it's really important that you know that he's doing okay on the other side. Although I'm sure you were hurt deeply by the actions that he took. He is again very apologetic to mom. He really like I don't know if I've ever seen anybody be this sad about it. To be honest with you, and that's not like a good or bad or mean or indifferent kind of thing. It just is what it is. And he's like, very sorry. Like, it's so important that you know that, okay? I don't want to keep harping on it, but it's really important that you know that, okay? And he's saying, like, my life spilled into everybody else's, and I made everybody's life a mess, and I'm so sorry. So if you understand that, just know that, okay? The actions I should... Nope, there's nothing you could do to help them. There's something that's very important that people need to understand, is that we have a destination in life, and if we decide to change it, it's on us personally, not the people around us, okay? But my life spilled out over into everybody else's, so I'm very sorry for doing that and sucking up everybody's time and life and emotion. So you didn't do anything wrong, okay? Just so you know, all right? Okay. I'm going to let him step back because I want to get some more people in, but I just want to let you know that he's doing okay, all right? And just talk to him because he can hear you. All right. I have an older woman who is kind of being persistent. She is on a. She's telling me that she was on a feeding tube. She suffered from a major stroke. Um, it was. She's like, it was awful. Tubes. And she said, I thought I had a DNR, which is a do not resuscitate, in place. So she thought that she had asked people not to do advanced life saving for her, which means like keeping her alive. So she's like, why did they do this? So if you have a older woman in your life who passed away, and she was kept alive on a feeding tube, suffered from a major stroke, and there was some debate about a piece of paper that she would have signed, um, making it so that she didn't have advanced life saving, let me know. Just write mine here and we'll connect with her a little bit more fully, okay? Santa Spurs, we'll go back to the fishing boat in a couple minutes, okay? I didn't forget. She very well could have fallen off of a bed. Unfortunately, this is what's happening with her. She's just talking and much less showing me things. She's just going, okay? So she's, okay, easy. And she's just like saying like I just want to let she's like it's okay that it happened, but I really didn't want to be kept alive that long on this feeding tube. So um, Jackson Creations. So older lady. I don't think she passed at home. If she did, it wasn't until after she was brought to the hospital for. So she had the stroke, major stroke. Like I could see it. She goes down to the floor. She's rushed to the emergency room. They cannot find like I can hear her talking about the family being like, I think she had a piece of paper that says that she doesn't want to be kept alive if it is like beyond like the normal stuff to keep somebody alive treating an injury. But unfortunately, it seems like they couldn't find that piece of paper or it didn't get signed. And she's kept alive for quite a while, like maybe like a week or two on a feeding tube before she finally passes away from her injuries. So that's really important. She's probably, I would guess, somewhere around like 80 years old. Unfortunately, I don't have a name for her. She's just talking about the incident because it's still a little bit traumatic for her. So if you understand what that is, please let me know. And if not, again, if you're watching and you can't comment, please just know that you can go over to my YouTube by tomorrow and you can check it out there and the reading will be there for you, okay? But I just want to let you know this woman is doing okay, all right? She's hanging out. She's like, just tell, and she's very cranky about it, though. She's like, and her, Jan or Fran is like the name I want to say right now. Jan or Fran. So if you are Jan or Fran or she was, just let you know this is the name that's coming through, okay? Good evening, Denise. How are you? I don't know how long ago she passed now. She sounds feisty. She is very feisty, to be quite curt about it. She is a very feisty lady. All right, let's see who else we can have come through, okay? Nice to see you guys there. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic, and I'm doing live mediumship readings for my SGC, my Sup Ghost Crew folks. All right? Let me clear out the last three people that were hanging out here. Let me go back to the Sanda Spurs. Oh, thanks for the heart. Sanda Spurs, you were asking me about the young man on the boat, so I'm going to go back and tell you about what I picked up with him. I didn't write it down, unfortunately, but he's still kind of hanging out. He is probably approximately 6 feet tall. Spent most of his time, free time, on top of this boat that he did a lot of fishing on. It's sport fishing, and it feels like we're out in the ocean. He wears a gold chain pretty often, and he was telling me that he had some sort of surgery done. Down on his abdomen, and also that quite recently his ashes were spread out into the ocean. So if you understand that, let me know. Do animals ever come through? Yes, strawberry teapot. Right before you, the first things that came through were these two little, either pugs or French bulldogs, a boy and a girl, and they were together, and they were just standing here with me before we started the reading. The first folks to come through. Folks. Yeah, they're like folks. They're our family too, little furry babies. Okay, Santa Spurs thinks I might know. Okay, I'm doing well. Yeah, thank you so much. It's nice to see you there. So I'm just going to let them clear out. And again, oh, Sunshine Lamb says I had two pugs. Was it a boy and a girl, Sunshine? Hi, Mama Gina. How are you? It's nice to see you there. Sunshine Lamb, boy, like a boy and a girl? Yes. Okay, so they're probably your little dogs. Were you hoping that they would come through? They're really cute. They were just kind of standing here next to me, on the floor right next to me, when I started the reading, and I was like, okay, I'll talk about you guys. Oh, thanks for the little doggy. I love him. He's on a skate. Oh, look at his butt. Look at it. Um, so Sunshine, he's not given me a name, Santa Spurs, unfortunately. And I'm very open about this all the time. I have much better chance of getting somebody's shoe size than their right name correct. That's why I said if you want to just drop a name up here, you don't have to keep writing it. Just let them know that you're trying to reach out to them as well, okay? So, Salem and Gigi. Beautiful. Well, they're doing okay, and they're still together, okay? Thanks, Sunshine. Let me take a little step back here. There's so many people all the time, especially since I haven't been doing any one-on-ones. Who is on the other side that would like to come through next? There's somebody on skis. Okay. Talk about all the vacations we took, Scott. This is important. Okay, so this is a male. He's on skis. Then I see like a Grand Canyon type trip. Okay. Old photos. They were just going through them, Scott. Okay. He's telling me that he passed from heart disease. He's like healthy until I wasn't. And he laughed about it. And he's also saying that just recently, like a baby was born in the last year. Baby born in the last year. So, just to write mine, if you understand this, gentleman. Male, probably around 70, 75. Really good shape, though. He's showing me photographs of ski trips, like a Grand Canyon trip. Somebody was just going through those photos and talking about him. He's telling me that he passed away from heart disease. He makes me feel like he did not go to the doctor like he should have been. And he's like, I was healthy until I wasn't. And then he is talking about him, how uh, a baby was just born in like the last month or the last year or so into the family. So if you know who that is, right? Mine. I really enjoy how well their personalities come through. Yeah, all the time. They are really strong. I wish sometimes, like during like one-on-one readings when I'm not listening to like the scanning radio, basically, it's very pinpoint the way that it happens. But since I'm trying to listen to everybody at once and pick on the strongest one, this is how it goes. So just write mine if you know who this is. I'm sure it's for somebody here. Um, Bells ringing 2022. How are you? Nice to see you. What's ringing for you there, Bells? See what I did there? So just bells. What is making sense for you in the comments there? This is a smoky quartz for anybody who's asking me. I picked it up recently at the Renaissance Fair from a really cool local shop. I saw it in the sun and it like connected to me, and I was like, all right, you're coming home with me. Dawn, nice to see you. Thanks. So, Zora the Alchemist, nice to see you. I saw you over in the Shanley Hotel chat earlier. And this gentleman who's talking to me about the. So, I'm going to go one more time. You're welcome. When am I bringing one-on-ones back? Very soon. Everybody is like piling up on me about it. I know, I'm sorry, I've been so busy. But they're coming back very soon. I got to get back on track with them. So, this is a smoky quartz. Oh, yeah, Jeep Girl, I saw you in there too. So, smoky quartz. It's really a nice little stone. It's very smooth. I like it. So, I'm going to go over the gentleman one more time and then I'm going to let him step back because we're having a lot of trouble connecting with people today. I feel like we had two on, two off. So, we have male. He's talking to me about a lot of ski trips that he took in his life, like a big Grand Canyon trip. Somebody was recently going through the photo album book of his things. He's talking about a baby being born into the family in the last year. And he's like, say it's a baby boy. Okay. And he has the same name as him. And I feel like I want to use the name Greg is in the family is really important to say. And he's telling me that he passed away from heart disease. He didn't go to the doctor and get checked out, and then he passed away kind of suddenly. Okay? So if you understand who that is, please let me know just by saying mine. And if not, and you can't comment because you're not in the subscription group, that's okay. I'm going to let you know that this gentleman is doing just fine on the other side. And he's coming through to say hello to you, okay? Yeah, it was raining a lot here today, for sure. Bells ringing 2022 says, it all resonates except for the skiing. Okay, so is there anything that you think that I would be like misinterpreting for skiing? Was he like an adventurous guy? Did he go out hiking a lot? There's something where he's showing me traveling over distances doing things. So is there anything that you think that I could be misinterpreting? No, if everything else is right, you got to play the odds on that one just because. Oh, thanks for the butterflies. Just because ice skating, maybe, but I don't want to like make something fit that doesn't fit. I just want to say that if everything but the skiing fits, then there is something else that he's showing me that I'm just not understanding. So if I'm misinterpreting the skiing for something else, that's okay. But if everything else is fitting, then I just want to let you know that this gentleman is doing okay. So bells ringing. The gentleman who's coming through is doing okay, and that's the most important part. And unfortunately, I don't have a name, but he did keep. Does the name Greg in your family have any meaning? Greg or Gregory? Gregory? had a Bob come in the other day. Okay. All right. So maybe not yours. Just remember, everybody can go back and watch this replay on YouTube tomorrow. It'll be up and you can check it out. All right. I see you guys there. All right, sir, you can take a step back. Thanks for coming forward and talking to us. I appreciate it. I'm sure somebody will connect with you. You're a very strong gentleman. You're a very strong human being from the other side, that's for sure. You had a lot of information there. He's like, oh, come on, talk about the canoe trip. Like, somebody knows who this is, and they either are not in the SGC, or you're just not connecting the dots, because he's very persistent. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's coming through next. Ooh, it's making me hot, actually. This person has been trying to talk to me a little bit, it feels like. Okay. So the first thing that I'm seeing on this is somebody is showing me a painting, and this is important. Okay, so they put up a painting, and it's of maybe a blue and white flowers or something like that. This woman who's coming through has very thick, dirty blonde hair, like kind of, I guess, like what mine was before it turned gray. So it's dirty blonde. She has brown eyes, a good smile. She's wearing like a flannel type shirt, ripped jeans, and she keeps walking around this space attempting to hang up this painting that doesn't seem to really have a home. And I think she's using the name Dawn. So I know I was talking to my buddy Dawn, who's been here with us a pretty long time. I don't know if this is for you, but this woman is using the name Dawn. And I'm here with her. I'm here with our mother too, Scott. She doesn't really want to talk though. And she sprays a perfume bottle at me that smells very flowery. And she's pointing at a little boy that's living, and she says, I'm watching my nephew. Interesting. So, female. She's not talking to me about her passing, though. Female. Probably your sister. There with mom. The art hanging is important. Or the photograph pictures hanging. No home for the photos. For the painting. Okay. Mama Gina, your sister's doing well. I'm sure of it. I was kind of hoping this might be your mom. Your sister. Hey, Shellbell. I didn't reach out to you at all. If you got anything that looked like me reaching out to you, it's a scam account and not me. I don't reach anybody. I don't reach out to anybody at all through messages. Just so you know, never ever send anybody your money. Addie Sonacher says, I'm going to be so mad if my person is one of the spirits who don't want to talk. That's not true. They want to talk. Oh, Geraldine. That's so funny. I was singing that song earlier. There's a song called Geraldine, and I was singing it. I wonder if your person was hanging out. So let's talk about this person one more time. Using the name Dawn, female, probably 45 to 50 years old, long, straight, dirty blonde hair. She's attempting to hang paintings up around the apartment. She is pointing over into a corner saying that your mom is there with her. But mom doesn't want to talk, but often is around because she's like spraying perfume at me. And she's like, that's how you know that mom is there. And she's talking about watching over a nephew. The name before for who could be Jerry, I'm not sure. Yeah, they do come through if they've recently passed, for sure. Hey, what's up, Elizabeth? How are you? Um, this woman seems to have had many health issues, and she's wearing like this flannel shirt and jeans, and she feels like, I don't know if like anemic is the right word to use, but like for sure that's how I feel, like tired, run down, sad, and eventually just like passing from some sort of, like, maybe it's like Lyme's disease. I don't know if you can pass away from that, but it's something like that. And it's like blood. She's like blood. It's with my blood, Scott. It could be Tina. Again, I will more quickly get somebody's shoe size than this. So if you know somebody named Tina that fits this, let me know. Like, if this stuff is matching, let me know. I'm gonna actually just stop giving names because it seems to be throwing everybody off. And I can't say it enough times that I'll literally get your shoe size before I'll get your name. But that's real life too. I don't remember names either. I'm terrible. But it's important to know that she's there. She's with her mother. Yeah, don't worry about the names. What's in a name? They don't matter. Sometimes when it's really like a crazy name, oh yeah, the man Greg, the skier, hiker, maybe Jerry. Yeah, it could very well be. Um, the things that will help you know if that's your person, Jerry, is he says that somebody was recently just going through his photographs. There's a baby born in the last year, and he passed away from heart disease. And he was like, I was good until I wasn't. So he's like making me feel like he didn't really go to the doctor to get checked up on, and then like was like really sick. Like, didn't sneak up on him, but it did because he didn't go to the doctor. Okay. Good evening. So the painting doesn't make sense. Okay. So I want you to think about um, I would ask people in your family if they were just trying to hang up some kind of painting or something. Because sometimes they'll show me things that are happening recently. So did you try to hang up any paintings? She took. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's why she's not talking to me about how she passed, but she's showing me how she was always tired, sick, sad. All of those other things fit. And that's really important to know. And she's okay on the other side. That's the most important message for everybody. Grizz is a good name. There's a young black male who keeps talking to me, and he's telling me that he was shot several times. He has a couple tattoos, and he's like has a couple bullet wounds. Um, he's very young. He's probably 25 years old or so. Um, he wore a windbreaker a lot, big pants. Um, doesn't seem like he wore a hat too much. I'm looking at all the things that he's trying to show me, and he had like this cool old box 80s or 90s box style car that he drove around. I don't know if he was a twin or not. He's not mentioning that to me, but I'm telling you that he had several tattoos. He's passed because he's shot several times. He's wearing a windbreaker like all the time. Seems to like be his trademark, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing. Then he's wearing these baggy pants, which are, I guess, part of the style. And he's telling me about his really nice car that he used to have. And he's like, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, is what he's telling me. I'm hoping it was her. My daughter. Oh, your daughter paints. Were you just recently trying, Jess? Were you trying to put up a painting from your daughter, or were they of flowers, or blue and red at all? The colors of the painting. That's really important. Thanks, Deb. I actually have work in about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna finish this up. Keystone says Bach Chevy. Yeah, it's kind of what it reminds me of. Yeah, it's okay. These people are okay. They're okay. Yes, Joni. Bo Cook, that is, I didn't want to like indicate it too much, but yes, here. Uh-huh. So that is really important that you know that. It I was, but not flowers, but mushrooms. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, most likely this is going to be your person then. She's doing okay and she's with mom and she's just pointing in. So you have a daughter then. So that's who she's pointing to because she's talking about keeping an eye out on this person. So for the black male that was coming through, he's telling me that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was saying that he was not doing anything wrong. Um, and he's like, I hope my family knows that. Like I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So that is important to say that. Sunshine, they can hear you. That's why they came through in the very beginning of the reading. That's why they came through and said hello. Ooh. I have one more person I think that is trying to really push through, and I'm going to let them try to talk to me, okay? I don't have a name for him, Joni Bocook, unfortunately. Jesse says she was very close to my son and daughter, but my son mostly. Okay, very good. Awesome. So just to let you know she's doing well. I'm glad that we could have her come through. There's somebody else who's coming through, and I'm going to be as gentle about this one as possible. If you can tell by my body language, you could probably already tell the mode of their passing. They're putting a lot of pressure into my neck. So there seems to be some sort of strangulation or asphyxiation that happened here. I want to say that this happened inside of an establishment or a room that was primarily set up for like a bar, like drinking. Because it's interesting. So this is what I don't want to make any inferences here. I have all this neck pain, so I'm either strangled or done by because I did it. There's two people with this. There's a male and a female together. And I don't know if this is like a group thing or they both pass together, but there's two of them. Like I'm in a bar or a bar room or some, and they keep showing me like the racks where you'd hang wine glasses. Like you remember back in the day, the old bars, they would like hang this pain that's happening here. And I feel like this happened together. Um, and it's pretty strong what's happening here. I'm like being like they're not showing me an age. I just see male and female tonight together, and they both passed together. It feels like, and if they didn't pass exactly at the same time, they passed very close to the same time. Night, Dawn. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night, everybody, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be right back here doing tarot card readings. We're going to switch it up tomorrow and do tarot card readings. So if you've been looking for it, and that's something where I can rapid fire get through all of you. So that's going to be for subscribers only, okay? So if you're a subscriber, tomorrow be here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be right here, and I'm going to wing through all the tarot card readings. I do get signs from people who passed away a long time ago, absolutely. Good night, Wendy. Thanks for coming through, and thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for everybody who's a subscriber. I appreciate you. Good night to you as well. So I really want to see who else. I don't want to leave these people hanging. That was not the right thing to say. I don't want to leave these people. Could they have owned a bar? Yes, absolutely, because they keep talking about the bar. It's definitely Crazy Doggo Mom. Definitely not from falling. This is definitely something where there's a lot of asphyxiation happening here. Elizabeth, you're gonna go see Amy Bruni? Maybe we should give her a call. I know a guy who has a number. Good night. So, if nobody knows who this is, just remember, oh, you got a reading with Twin Crows? She's the best. And if you didn't get a reading tonight, I'm going to be going live tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, every day for my subscribers, okay? So, I will give everybody something for their subscription, okay? And would anybody be interested in coming live with me and chatting with me? If so, let me know. Make sure that you are like camera ready to do it. All right. Hey, Lisa Cohen. Oh, Lisa Cohen. All right. What's up? Okay, yes, she says. Yes, people are willing to do that. Okay, because I think on Sunday I might do that. So I don't have a time on Sunday when I'll be going live yet, but I'll tell you that if it'll be Sunday, let's make it Sunday. If you're interested in going live with me and being like a co-host or a part of my, and we'll chat on screen and we'll see what happens. It'll be fun, a fun experiment to do for chatting. Yeah, you want to do a spirit guide reading? Let's do that one too. All right, cool. Yeah, you guys you guys got to tell me what you want. So spirit guide readings, and for the folks who passed, this is what's going to be happening with them. Both of them are telling me that there's all this pain in their neck. So they're either strangled or they went together. Okay, they're talking to me about a bar. It's very important that I mention it. And they're standing together. I feel like this happened a while ago, because as I'm looking at the decor of the bar, it feels old, and it may be recent, but like the place wasn't updated. But it's important just to point that out. And this might sound silly, but they keep talking about honey. Somebody, like one of them, like picked up honey, so I don't know what that has to do with anything. But they have a jar of honey. There's bees. And I'm supposed to talk about that. So that might be something that you should know. Okay? Okay. So for everybody, tomorrow, 7, yeah, it could be a VFW club type bar. Yeah, absolutely. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all my subscribers, SGC. Silly could be important. You're very right. And that's why we don't shoot anything down. And we just say everything that comes out. If you are joining late or you'd like to watch the replay of this tomorrow night, this will be, oh, thanks for the burger and fries. I love it. Thank you. Just tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you haven't yet, go watch the second episode of What Happened to Dina McCann on my YouTube and subscribe there, because we're doing some true crime and paranormal over there. It's pretty amazing. All right, I have to go. Hour's up. Got to go to work. I will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tarot card readings. Tarot cards. The Tower. Big change coming. Big change. Big change. See you tomorrow.